Hello. So I'm gonna just bring you along on my walk today. This is day one building public, building the WooPreneur brand. WooPreneur.co is the website, and yeah, I just wanted to document this. I'm documenting in a few different ways, which I'll share about in a minute. And yeah, I thought that I would take you on my walk to the beach today and talk and walk while I go. So essentially what I've been working on is a whole new brand connected to my WooPreneur, niche. For the last few years, I've been building a brand around like my personal brand, reprogramming, and I have been building that based around what people kind of wanted from me in the moment, what I felt like I wanted to share. And for a long time, or more recently, it's been collaborations and bundles that most people know me for. But what I wanted to actually do is build my subconscious reprogramming business up from kind of like scratch. Like when I first started my business, I was doing a lot of reprogramming work, tapping, NLP and hypnosis with people. But in time, I kind of started to, focus in more on the business side, which is totally fine. Like I want to work with people in business, hence the WooPreneur brand. But I was really working more in strategy, in the strategy side of things. And so it just kind of slipped away from me, the real reason that I'm in business, the things that I really enjoy doing. And I decided it was time for an identity shift, and this is where we're at now with that. So yeah, rebuilding from scratch. It looks like starting a new email list with MailerLite. It looks like a whole new website. So I've actually repackaged or redesigned, my homepage on my website. It was really bad before, but it now looks really beautiful, and it's really focused around my mindset one-to-one session that I want people to book. So it's like you land on the breeboucher.com website and you're kind of walked through a process essentially to get people to sign up for my free magnetic expansion session. And from there, the purpose of that is to give people an experience of what it looks like to have that sort of work. I need to put my sunglasses on, I'm getting too sunny. Yeah, to do that work, and then if they feel like the right fit, then I will offer them to join me in my magnetic 6-month package. So that's what my website now does, where it goes. And now I also have the WooPreneur.co website as well. So that is where I'm going to be building my Summit Series. So I have a 4-part Summit Series. There's potentially even going to be 5 summits by the end of the year, if I can get that one sorted as well. And they kick off in July. So going through July through October, and like I said, maybe another one in November as well. And that is how I'm going to be growing my brand from scratch. So there are people on my email list that I know would benefit from this sort of offer, the offer that I'm doing. But I'm gonna give them an opportunity to come over to the other website or the other lead list. But yeah, they're not going to be assumed they want that, right? So not everyone wants to be in the WooPreneur space. But then I do have a lot of people that are kind of in that space. I know because I've worked with them recently. And so there will be some crossover, but it's not going to be like the full 3,000 plus people that are currently on my email list. Yeah, inviting those people to join me through the summit is like a nice logical way for them to get to know that part of my brand or my business. And then we can kind of go from there with, going through the funnel and offering the next things for them. Bit of road work, so I'm going to pause for a minute. Okay, I think we got away from that road work. So yeah, basically getting people that are currently on my email list to join us through the summit. That makes sense for people to come through and experience that sort of offering from me. And then everyone else that will join will come through organically or otherwise through the summit, and I'll just be building my list from there. So literally starting at 0. However, I do have 2 people already that have found the WooPreneur Summit website and signed up for the waitlist for the summit. So that has been launched, I just haven't announced it. My website rebrand has been done, just haven't announced it. And then yesterday, literally the day before I'm recording this now, I launched my Build in Public dashboard. So I've been building that on Lovable, and that's really just a way for me to track my metrics and work on the hypothesis that rituals, doing energetic rituals, leads to more sales. So that's my hypothesis, and I want to record that somewhere. And yeah, I created this dashboard to do that. The dashboard also includes my income tracking. It includes things like, what my daily tasks have been. So it's like a daily journal. And also it's a visibility tracker as well. So what I've been working on, what I've been posting, obviously if I was to go onto podcasts or something that's where I would include that too. Just waiting on the road, so I'm going to pause while I do that. Okay, just crossed the road. What was I just talking about? So the dashboard is essentially a kind of a time capsule, I guess, and a way for me to really show off what I've been working on. It's going to be a marketing piece in and on itself, because it's going to be talking about what I'm working on, which is the summit. And also I have designed it so that ultimately, in phase 3, I think, probably phase 2 or 3, people will be able to sign up and access their own version of this dashboard so they can build in public as well. So right now it's a public page that people can see the work that I'm doing in the admin. So I'm recording it on admin pages, and then it's displaying in a public page. So I've got that linked in my social media. I'll obviously link it below this video too. And next step is to actually link it on my website. So when people go to my website, they can find probably going to call it an open journal or something like that. Just walked 1 kilometer. My watch is telling me. So yeah, when people land on my website, there'll be a tab there, or maybe even a section watch me work or something like that, and it'll be called the open journal. I think makes the most sense. But yeah, it's a dashboard with lots of things displayed. Once there's more information up there, at the moment I literally launched it yesterday, so there's 1.5 days worth of information on there. But obviously I'm doing this every day, and I'll be documenting it in there and in different ways like this, videos, maybe some random podcast audios or something like that. But yeah, that's what I've been working on. I'm almost here at the beach. This might be a little bit louder when we get here with the waves and everything, but we'll keep chatting away. So up next is really working on all of the summit content. So this week we're starting to do the interviews, and so the interviews are through Voxer. So we're going to be recording a question one at a time, and then I'll clip together, just going to change my arm, going to clip together all of the responses into an episode, and then it'll be a private podcast audio summit. So that's the plan for today. And then the next thing I'll be working on when I get back from this walk is designing some pages for the summit and some generic content that people can use if they want to start promoting the waitlist now as well. And potentially if I'm if I have enough time and I'm in the rhythm, I might even create some graphics to promote the dashboard as well. So we'll see how we go. But here I am at the beach. Actually, so we've got the ocean out there, and then behind me is the river mouth. So this is a river connected to the ocean. It's a nice place to walk and kind of get my head right a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do now, and I'll chat to you next time. I might show you like what I've been working on in another video. All right, Build in Public Diaries #1 done.